What do you get when you mix the high octane, at times even brutal, monochromatic gameplay of Superhot with the slow, methodical, but creative deck building style of Slay the Spire? You'll get fights in tight spaces. Besides having one of my favorite names for a video game like ever, no, seriously, what an amazing name this is. The gameplay follows closely behind with a style that's almost as unique as its name. Fights in Tight Spaces is a roguelike deck builder following a theme of secret agents, spies, and some good old-fashioned CQC. You'll upgrade your deck, face waves of enemies, all in an effort to kick ass and avoid getting your ass kicked. I thoroughly enjoyed this game, a lot more than I thought I would. As far as deck building roguelites go, it definitely still has its ups and downs, but leans more towards the up and up. From my experience with games like this, usually positioning and placement don't really matter all that much. But with Fights in Tight Spaces, positioning doesn't just matter, it's the foundation of this very game. Using kicks to not only launch enemies further, but advancing your character forward. Repositioning enemies to help line them up for enemy attacks. Hell, even just pushing them off into the void matters. Areas outside of the playable map guarantees an insta-kill for anything that crosses. And unfortunately, including yourself. And that's definitely one of my favorite things about this game. Coming up with strategies on how I can try to one-shot enemies into the void, or just building consecutive damage off of ricocheting enemies off of each other was just so different in this genre. Plus the visuals help, I mean it just looks so cool. I mean, come on. Look at this. But that's not all this game does to change the roguelike deck builder formula. Besides your usual energy meter that you'd expect to find in a game like this, you also build up a combo meter with each attack. Build up enough points and you could do some pretty sick moves, but use a movement ability too soon and your combo meter will actually decrease. So juggling that alongside your positioning, enemies that can counter you and move when you do, yeah, there's a lot to keep track of in this game. This is one of those games where if you miss one single little thing, you will suffer down the line in that fight. And the later you get into the game, the more you're gonna suffer. It's not necessarily the worst thing ever. Games like Wild Frost are extremely tough and offer no margin for error, but it's still fun enough where you could get right back into it. Fight in Tight Spaces is just like that, kinda. See, because there's so much extra stuff going on, the time spent on a single run can last way longer than any other game in this genre. And while you can skip ahead to previously beaten chapters, you'll be starting with unupgraded stats and cards as opposed to you slowly getting stronger, starting from the beginning. I guess that could be a good or bad thing depending on how you look at it. On one hand, each run feels special because you spent so much time and energy progressing through it. Hand selecting and upgrading your deck slowly but surely to make it catered for you in the playstyle that you're going for. But on the other hand, when you fail an hour in on the third chapter, that start from the beginning hits extra hard knowing that you lost everything. The game does offer save states, so you can always take a break in a wide range of difficulties so you can play what's comfortable for you. On top of basic leveling that makes it so every time you do die, there's more to find when you get back in. If you want to take it easy, there's multiple modes that allow you to just restart a level you misplayed too hard, which I can appreciate this variety and accessibility. Fights in Tight Places is slow and methodical, requiring some intense brain meat that I clearly seem to be lacking. But if you're looking for a fun strategy, borderline flashy roguelite, look no further than the game that allows you to push enemies into gunfire, grapple them into being stunned, and face planting them into a wall. Oh my god. I recently picked this game up as part of the roguelike deck builder humble bundle, so let me know if there are any other games you'd want me to cover. And if you want to see more videos just like this, then consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'm really close to my goal of hitting 1,000 and it would really mean a lot to me if you did. Thanks for watching and hope to see you again soon.